Alright, so this is the new world record for the contact machine. It's just a random game on Game Jolt that's kind of fun to speedrun. The previous world record is the 1329 by Beringol. I don't know how to say his name honestly, but yeah, I just figured I would do post commentary over this because I think videos are more interesting when they have post commentary, and since there's no game sound for this either, I really don't want like videos to just be silent because I don't really like it when that is the case. But anyway, this is actually a really good run, except for one level near the end. I think it's the second to last level, 5-9. I choked pretty hard there, but you know what, it's still a world record, so I'm pretty happy with it. So to explain the game a bit more, I guess, there's no jump button in this game. It's purely just using the left and right arrow keys and use momentum and like hitting, slopes and stuff to get height off jumps. And then most of the levels are based around that, I guess. There's 50 levels, 10 for each world, I guess. There's 5 worlds. I don't know. Yeah, the game, it's nothing like too crazy, but there's a lot of just precise movements that you can like optimize if you really want to, because the ILs, like, my sum of best isn't very accurate. Like, it could get down to actually sub 12, so like 1150 or something is theoretically the best time you could get, but that's not really going to happen. One thing to note is that you press enter to beat these levels, and hopefully, like, I never press enter too early, but you have to see the little like level complete box, and you don't like clear the data for this game, so if you hit enter early, you'll still go to the next level, but that would be like an invalid run or something. You can see the beginning here is pretty much perfect. I don't think I make any like major mistakes. There's just a lot of small stuff you can optimize if you really want to dedicate a lot of time into this game. But, like, I've played this game for quite a bit, and I'm pretty happy with the time that I got. There's a small mistake in level 2 there, or 2-1. It's a pretty difficult level if you ask me. There's like, I don't know, there's a few spots that I definitely mess up in. I messed up there too, so you can see right there, I probably lost like 8 or so seconds maybe. I'm not exactly sure. It does also take some time just to memorize all the levels, because the beginning, like, you start moving right away. There's a few where you want to actually move to the left before you do anything else, and so you got to memorize kind of the levels. What else is there about this game, though? I don't know. Nothing too bad, I guess. Too much. That didn't make any sense. I'll just, like, stall for some time at this point, because I kind of ran out of things to say pretty quickly. Yeah, like, theoretical best time, I definitely think sub 13 is possible for sure. I wasted like 8 seconds alone in those 2 levels, and I think I wasted maybe like 15 seconds in the 5-9. That's pretty disappointing, considering I was way ahead, but I don't think it was actually sub 13 pace. Sub 13 is like an extremely good run. I don't know if someone wants to grind this game out for that. Actually, this game was in a GDQ mystery tournament. There's a few games that I've done speedruns of that actually have been in that. Spike Hike was another one. I don't remember the times that they got, but it was certainly a lot better than what I did on my first playthrough. And at the time, I had the world record, but now it was beaten multiple times, all the way down to 1329, which was like 2 minutes faster than what I had. But I grinded this game for quite a bit just to get this. I guess I'm happy with the result. Although it definitely, like, that 5-9, it leaves such like a bitter taste in your mouth of like such a good run, but you mess up at the end. It's the same thing I had with the Give Up world record, where like it was almost perfect, and then I messed up on the very last level and was super mad about it, but it was still a world record. But like, I don't know, it leaves some time to be improved, so if someone actually does want to play this game and try to get world record, it's definitely doable. Although, I guess if you're going to grind this game out for a world record, it doesn't really matter like how good it is. If you really are dedicated, I don't know. It's hard to say, really. I wonder how many, like, I don't know what to call them, deaths or resets you have in this run. Or I had in this run. I definitely lost a ton of time here. Let's see. Like 5 or so seconds? I don't know. I actually don't know what the previous segment thing is. Like, so live split got all messed up. I was trying to add a subsplits, and it was like working, and then except for World 1, it was just like messed up there. Another mistake there. I don't know how that was gold. My golds are very unoptimized. Like, the amount of runs that I actually finished was pretty low. in these splits, because I was actually not using splits for a long time just to get my time down. Let's see, there's like a bunch of setups, so you can take some of these things like super risky if you want without slowing down to get like, you know, good IL times, but there I just stop on like a certain spot, that way it works every time. That's much more consistent, which is much nicer for somewhat longer speedruns. I mean, I don't usually speedrun very long games, so 13 minutes is actually kind of long for me since I do a lot of flash games and stuff. Anyway, so level 3-8, I guess. So the later levels are definitely a lot longer. Here, you know, I forgot, you gotta go left on 3-9. Sometimes I don't pay attention enough, so that's a small time loss. Already minus 17. And I knew that there's a big time save in this 1356 and I think 5-4 or something like that. Here I just do a reset for safety purposes. Again, you can definitely do it without doing it, and it would save time, but I just go for consistency's sake. Here, same thing. Clear the balls out of the way. On to World 4. Another nice little setup there is to do a little bounce off that slope on the left. That way you get over those balls every time. That's definitely something that was very helpful that I found. Because a lot of these levels are pretty, like, I don't know, finicky as far as the fast strats go. Like, if you want to climb something... Oh, I lost a ton of time here. I was pretty mad. I'm honestly surprised. Like, see there, I actually went too far. So you gotta go, like, the perfect amount. That way you sneak in there. Let's see, +9. I lost 9 seconds there. Okay, a lot more time to save than I thought. Like, there's already a good, like, 25 seconds of mistakes. So, you know, add on another 15, that's 40 seconds. That's a like, mid-high 12. Yeah, definitely beatable. I mean, obviously you're not going to get a perfect run, but still, like, super beatable world record. I should note, like, oh, another mistake there. I was actually using two hands, so I was, you know, controlling the arrow keys with the right hand, and then I was pressing enter with the left hand, because I was trying to, you know, press enter as quickly as possible. That's another, like, time save thing. I didn't pay attention too closely. Hopefully I didn't press enter too early on one of these levels and, like, cause the whole run to suck. But, yeah, that would be very disappointing. Actually, I think level 5-5 was where the time save is. It's not 5-4. 5-4 is a kind of unique level that I remember. And also, I'm pretty sure it had, like, a terrible gold, so that's where the major, like, some best improvement came from. Here, pretty precise. A little, you know, squeeze through these gaps. The game's actually, like, it's not super easy to beat these later levels without resetting, so gotta make sure you practice or something. Got the fast strat there, that's nice. And now this is just going to be like a watch my own run and see what happens, because I don't actually watch these things through before I decide to commentate them. That way, you know, there's a nice little element of surprise or something. It doesn't really make any sense, but yeah. Alright, small mistake there. Ooh, that's rough. If you do that part, you know, without failing, you'll have enough momentum where you can just go skip that little section of going right. Still a gold. So you can see my golds for these later levels absolutely garbage. Like, that could be probably 2, 3, 4 seconds faster for sure. But on to World 5, I guess. Another small setup here. You actually want to land on the flat part of the ground. That way you have, like, the maximum amount of speed and you can jump over all of that stuff. That way you don't have to push them. And then, like, right there, it's pretty specific and finicky. You just have to, like, stop completely and then you can hold right. That way you can make it over that gap. You know, here there's just, like, a bunch of small optimizations you can make if you really want to. But, like, I take most things pretty safe. Like, especially there, you can actually just go right immediately off that ramp. But I was looking at my splits and I was like, wow, I'm minus 25 and there's, like, a good time save in 5-5. Definitely world record pace. Right there you can bounce off that triangle and go right immediately. Another, you know, like 1 or 2 second time save that I don't do in this run. But overall, like, the world record is not super optimized, so, you know, don't have to go for some crazy strats yet. And I'm not sure if the world record will be broken again. It just depends if someone wants to run this game. But most of the time, like, games kind of die. There's only like 5 runners. I don't know how someone would find this, but this was actually like a perfect 5-4, which is pretty difficult level. But you can see right there, a gold by pretty decent amount. And now I'm minus 38. This level, like, not a difficult level, but there is like optimization with this spinning ball thing, depending on how risky you want to take it. If you're more to the left, then you can like make the ball roll faster, but there's a good chance you'd fall off. So again, taking it pretty safe. That's kind of the problem that I have when I'm like super far ahead, is I take everything safe, slowly lose time, and make stupid mistakes like that one, which I never usually do, but it happens sometimes. Also, this is 5-6. Why was I saying 5-5 the whole time? It must have been 5-8? I don't know. There was a time save on a level. I don't know why I was thinking there was a time save on 5-5. There wasn't. That must have been a different run. I'm glad I really hyped up that there was a time save later on when there wasn't. Except there was one in 5-4, because I kind of golded that split because it was perfect. But yeah. Here, again, you want to land on the flat part so you can get over everything. But I failed to do that. So you can see I had to push the thing, lost a few seconds. But 5-8, pretty difficult level, I would say. It seems kind of random. Ideally, you want like all the blocks to be perfectly lined up. But I had to push one there, lost a few more seconds. A lot of seconds to be lost. But like, in order to do these levels perfectly, it's pretty tight. So if you really want to get a perfect run, you'd have to be a god at this game. And that's not me, because I'm not a god at anything besides being a god plebeian or something. I don't know. And then minus 50. I was like, oh god, I'm so nervous. I forgot to do the strat there where you don't even need to go into that little, hole section. So lost a second or something there. That's cool. And then, man, I can't believe I messed that up. That's like one of the easiest spots. But 5-9, I choked so hard here, man. Like, this was so easy. Just time it right. And then I go so early because I was so impatient. And then I decide to mess this up a few more times just to make sure the world record is beatable for the next person. I don't want to get too good of a time that would discourage any new runners, And I get a terrible cycle here. Have to wait a whole bunch. You can see the time is like it's ticking. I'm losing so much time. Kind of panicking, but I was trying to remain calm. I was like, this is still pretty good pace. And I managed to do the ending correctly, which is pretty rare. Lost 16.6 seconds there. I'm sure my gold is also pretty terrible. So that is unfortunate. Definitely can get sub 13 if someone wants to try. It's a pretty good run to do that, but definitely not impossible. Like, nothing's impossible, right? Or, some things are, but we don't mention that, I don't think. There, I don't know why I reset. I was pretty sure you could make that. I was just like, I was kind of panicking a little bit. Got to make sure you slow down there. That, that takes a while to learn. And then the ending here, I was like, wow, is this going to world record? Did I really choke it all away? I couldn't even tell. There's this like obnoxious part where it just wastes time. And then the whole level is over. The whole game. And it ended with a 13:25. Not a bad time. I'm pretty happy with it, but definitely could be better. Hope someone decides to beat it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.